stream. That's the worst rap I've ever heard in my life.
Podcast has too many syllables.
Just say cast.
Too many syllables is, in fact, my first album.
I was gonna say, which cover brand are we going with? But never mind. Could have gone either way.
You need to go out.
Pull the chat.
Go out.
I'm never able to pull up the chat. I want to get that that add-on thing where it'll show the chat on the what's it.
On the what's it's who's it's.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
The old or what's it who's it's.
Oh, my hair. Why are my bangs doing this?
So you walked in. You walked into that salon, and you said, "Give me the Veronica Belmont."
Oh man, I forgot we have Veronica Belmont on tonight.
Or Morgan Webb. Take your pick.
I wish.
I mean, aren't they the same person?
No, Morgan Webb has a much stronger jawline. Like, she has a Bruce
true.
Campbell jawline. She could take somebody out.
Lord. All right.
Are we
I'm with.
streaming?
Yeah, no, I see us on stream right now.
Okay.
It's still a sexy jawline, though. That's not
It
to
is.
say.
Oh no, there's no jawline shaming here.
My jawline
I'm
was
going-
so weak I had to hide it with a big beard.
I wouldn't know. I've forgotten what your natural face looks like.
So have I.
That's like me forgetting my natural hair color at this point.
Oh, we have a StarCraft 2 world champion.
Oh.
Oh.
Rhea,
shit.
imagine that.
Man, all the BlizzCon stuff.
Did you all see that from BlizzCon? StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty, and Heart of the Swarm free.
Yeah, that's what Casey was getting mad about earlier.
Casey got on a soapbox.
Oh, yeah.
Casey,
You miss those messages?
get back on your soapbox, and I'm gonna go grab some beer for this episode.
No, as soon as we saw it, that's when I was like, so the $120 I've put into the game is just down the toilet. I can't get that back in some kind of credit or...
I'm still just like, hey, I get to play the game without having to pay for it. Yay! Even though I've just like, I don't know that I'm going to be very good at StarCraft ever, but whatever.
You can play the story mode. Campaign's good.
I do like the story of it. Like, I like the characters a lot. Oh, we have one viewer.
Pull that over so it's off.
Oh, Tyler. Hi, Tyler.
Hey! What's up, Tyler?
Okay, I will never figure this out. Like, how do you pop out the chat?
I'm mad at Tyler. He gets another freaking main badge on Untapped. Killing me, Smalls.
Mm-hmm.
Down below, Brittany.
What?
Okay, I see what that is. Never mind.
We don't... We never have
The down below the stream, it says we'll be doing a live homebrew at 11 a.m. Eastern, but that's like
October.
a post
Yeah.
something else.
You can just, like, post stuff on there, and that's literally the only one I've ever posted, so... Yeah, I gotta figure out this Twitch thing a bit better.
Well, see, that's the thing. Our city's cheap because you have to pay to get the badges,
Yeah.
and apparently no one here is willing to pay. Even though we're approaching 50 breweries rapidly, tonight is the 48th opening. So, yeah.
My beer cooler keeps trying to tip over on me.
That's not good.
Oh, hi, Tyler.
For once, I am not entirely enthused to drink.
Yeah.
No?
I do not
Sure,
feel
fine.
that well. It could be the fact that I was drinking at 7 a.m., but...
That could do it. That does it to me a lot.
And then went to Dave & Buster's.
Oh,
First place I ever had gin.
I kind of wish I could have gone up for that. Well, not kind of. I wish I could have gone up for that, but like I didn't. I kind of forgot that whole thing was happening until today. Until like I was halfway through my day off, and Facebook reminds me. I was at. Oh shit!
Well, I mean, it was because of the show. I mean, like, we couldn't stay the whole time anyway, so.
Yeah. Well, and I had to work. I have to work tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So
That'd be less fun.
it would have been problematic.
It was Delighters. Yeah.
Don't tempt me, Tyler.
I'm wondering how this is gonna go. I really am.
No, we discussed how it's gonna go, and we're already breaking what we discussed.
I didn't say it.
That's true. Tyler started it.
Tyler started.
I have yet to say it.
I do wanna...
Though I do have a gag for that, so
I can't remember the name of that service, but I want to get that where, like, what Scott has, you know? That'll pull up the chat all cool looking on there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why our video is being weird.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. We were on Ritual Misery. You guys should go and check that out.
Oh yeah.
Indeed.
It was kind of odd, too, on our video.
The Skype video was better than... I don't even understand what OBS is trying to do. Like...
Yeah, so Skype looks better video-wise through OBS, but Hangouts seems to have better audio quality for our regular recording.
No. The OBS is pulling this video.
Oh.
Skype had better video than what OBS is doing. Nothing to do with Hangouts.
Okay.
Oh, God.
We man, I was listening to some of the Ritual Misery one during the week at work, and I kept just being afraid. I was like, oh God, how big of an ass did I make of myself that whole time? I don't remember.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay, I'm terrible. I hate myself. Like, I listen to the point that my mouth opens, and I'm like, all right, well, that was good, and turn it off. Like, we can't listen to any more of that. It's ruined. I ruined it.
We need to go grab our beers.
Some of us already have.
Yeah.
Deschutes liked our convo on Twitter.
I know, I saw that.
I didn't see this. I'm going to Twitter right now.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I've been trying to adapt right now to a new mouse,
Oh.
and it is much more sensitive than my old one.
But yeah, I was over the Delaters comment, which is pretty great.
Maybe they get that. I don't know. Like, we can only hope.
Or
It's a little late.
Yeah, no. I look like death.
Casey has 2 minutes.
Well,
I can't remember if I was tagged in the Ladders thing. That's because that's where I was looking first. Oh, there it is.
Thought, yeah. Whoa.
Whoa, where's the background?
I don't know. Let's fix that. Oh, because I changed the folder area.
Why you gotta change folder areas?
You guys, I'm so excited for the new logo and stuff. I'm working on all that stuff.
Fucking pumped!
I am.
The dogs are too pumped!
Okay. Sound.
Wanted to open with the theme song for the beer I went and got today, but we don't need another...
No, another take. Yeah.
Not
Not
takedown,
takedown, but like a little like
Hey,
flag.
yeah, they're like, hey, we're playing our ads, and there ain't shit you can do about it.
Nothing worse than taint shit.
Taint shit.
Which one are we starting with? Oh, Pacific Lager.
No, stop it! Blah, 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 blah. Stop playing the music! No! Seriously, don't play music. Christ.
Oh.
9 o'clock!
Oh!
Stop yelling.
Goat!
Welcome to Have a Drink, the show where you learn along with us about what you drink. I'm Brittany Lee Walker.
I'm Christopher Walker.
And I'm Casey Price.
Somebody help Bob!
This is what we've come to.
That was my way of trying to stop myself from making dumb jokes this whole episode.
It's gonna happen.
So, yeah, we are doing the Deschutes pack, which was initially shot down by a couple of us because it was immediately going, no, we know it's going to be an hour of bad puns.
I mean,
Not wrong.
Bad puns. Bad puns. Or mediocre puns.
Fair. All right.
Either way, we are going with the Deschutes pack today. For those of you that haven't picked up, I guess.
For anyone who actually
just
has, yeah, we're cracking Pacific Wonderland Lager first.
Sounds good.
We've already poured ours, and from the smell, I'm hoping this can revitalize my palate, and I think it might do it. So the Pacific Wonderland Lager, we've always believed the best way to respect tradition is to brew the unexpected. So when we set out to create a sessionable lager befitting of the Pacific Northwest, our sense of exploration led us to this dry-hopped wonder befitting of everyday adventure. Citrusy Mandarina Bavaria hops combine with the crisp, bright character of a traditional lager to deliver a beer that is truly refreshing and undoubtedly worth sharing. Citrus, floral, and herbal hop flavors with a delicate malt body, crisp, clean lager finish. Oh, I love how it smells. Nice and clean. Hop varietals. We've got
Really
Hallertau.
mad that it was the very last bottle that I grabbed out of my cooler.
Your hop varietals are Hallertau Hercules, Hallertau Mittenfru, and Mandarina Bavaria. Your malt varieties are Pilsner malt, and ABV is 5.5%. IBU is 40.
Casey, is it weird that I can smell Pilsner malt
Yeah, that's what.
It does have a distinct flavor, distinct aroma.
aroma?
It tastes better
does.
than it smells. I'm not a fan of the smell.
I could get not being a fan of the smell. I initially go, but then I remember, no. You know what this flavor is. Trust me.
Oh,
Trust me knows you're going to be good for this.
it is. It's like a nice, like citrusy lager.
It confuses me about the lager part because this does not seem very lager-like, and it's got like a hop bitterness to it. I'm confused.
Yeah, you don't necessarily. Lager is more along with the. We're really going to kill Bob this episode. The
Probably.
esters and phenols that come along with a beer. Those are usually products of the lager, the ale yeast.
Something happened. I don't know what it was.
See, it's bad. So with this beer, with lagers versus ales, I feel like ales have a more rounded back end flavor. Lagers are more crisp at the end. And so this one kind of lifts off. It's got a little bit of bitterness there, similar to probably the same bitterness you would get in like a Pilsner from, like Pilsner or Kel style bitterness maybe. But then it's very light on that. If Pilsner or Kel's, 30 IBUs. This one
This one's
says it's 40.
Yeah, it's not far
but
off.
40.
It doesn't taste like 40.
No, it's bitter, but it's not. Yeah, it's not like that.
I'm really liking it. So I was saying I needed something to get me jazzed about drinking tonight. This is doing it. I'm getting there. Yeah, jazz hands.
Jazz beers.
This one definitely could be that summer. I'm gonna smash a bunch in the backyard beer.
Oh yeah, like barbecue
Yeah.
beer. This would be a great one.
There's a weird taste to it that I'm not a fan of, and I can't pinpoint what it is. Like it's not. I don't hate it, but it's not. I would not probably go back to it.
I'm wondering how much of that is just that you really like that you're more of an ale person than you are a.
That's true. I don't really lean toward lagers often. Not anymore, I guess. Like even the Boston lager, like I'm just kind of like, eh.
It does have a little bit of a sulfur character on the nose.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. It's something in it is off-putting, but I can't pinpoint it. But it's otherwise like it's not awful to drink. I probably wouldn't have another one if I had like more.
It may just be me that I'm loving it because I had so many. Yeah, I had so many barrel-aged stouts this morning because, again, when you go to release, that's all anybody brings. That and New England's.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Well, I mean, it's either you bring in the new hotness or you bring in
A glass to fill.
yeah.
You bring in the show
Oh.
ponies, the ones you know are going to be hits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that's a good segue into what we've been up to. So, yeah.
No, I can't ride that anywhere.
So this week was a long feeling week. I needed today to get around, and it finally did because I had a thirst this morning as I tried to bring it up on Untapped, filling for the time. Okay. As I would say, as per usual, I have better things in line than when I actually get inside of breweries, but that was not the case today. I had, I don't know how many beers that tasted just like freaking candy bars.
Yeah, he checked into this one that said it tasted like a Snickers bar, and I was like, whatever. Like,
So-
now I want to be there.
The beer was just called Satisfied ? But it
I don't think
tasted
that would satisfy me.
it tasted exactly like a Snickers bar. And then we also had Calumet whiskey or bourbon barrel aged Chicao, which is from Listerman's, their hazelnut ale, and that tasted exactly like a Milky Way. Like,
So-
it lent this nice caramel flavor to it that was amazing.
Where's this beer from?
From Listerman.
The one with the
Okay.
Snickers? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, both of them.
Interesting. That it's apparently a thing right now that's being picked up because they've got a new beer from Pollyanna in it's an Illinois brewing company called Fun Size Milk Stout, and it's a 6.1% ABV that tastes exactly like a Snickers bar. It's a milk stout.
Probably just around Halloween, like getting all that stuff out.
Huh.
That makes sense.
What else?
Interesting.
From Wolf's Ridge Brewing, I had Dire Wolf Canis Mexicanus, and holy crap, one of the pepperiest stouts I've ever had. Lit me on fire. I loved it. It was delicious, but everything tasted like peppers for like the next half hour.
Mm-hmm.
That'll ruin the palate there.
All right. Anyone else do anything fun?
What's that? Oh, I didn't see you there.
Is someone
I may
doing
have done
research
some-
for our audio show?
I may have done some shopping for some research.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that's basically been my day. Everything else has been work, but today I was getting some stuff ready for some future shows. Well, one thing for future shows, another is just something I probably should have already read, and the rest of you are gonna laugh at me.
What is it? What?
Hold on, I'm grabbing it.
Ah. No, see.
Yeah,
Ah.
the tasting beer.
Second
But-
edition.
Not sure. The edition. Oh Jesus, that was at Liquor Barn.
All right.
Nice. It's a very good read.
Casey, what have you been up to?
Work. I'm getting ready to head out on another work trip here next week. I've been in planning on that. So what I'll be hitting is a few breweries in the Midwest area. So let me see if I can pull up a map of the U.S. and go through the states here that I'll be hitting through. So first off, day after tomorrow, I'll be in Missouri, and then I'll head over to Kansas, down to Oklahoma, hit up Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi this week, and try to have a beer in each of those states.
Nice.
And so we'll see.
That's like
See what
Midwest
happens.
and South. Like you are covering a swath of land there.
Yeah, I'm just heading. Basically, I'm heading toward west on 64 and down
Go
south.
west, middle-aged man.
Right. So hopefully I'll be able to fill those in. If that's the case, I think we'll have just the Northeast left, which we're maybe looking at a trip that direction
What?
sometime in the next little bit,
Who?
possibly. Who's we? Paleface.
What you mean, we paleface?
And then after that, I'll have New Mexico. Yeah, because that's what we talked with on Ritual Misery. But New Mexico, like Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Alaska, and that'll be it. I'll be able to round out my entire a beer in every state travels. So we'll see how that goes.
So I like this, Tyler, talking about the PB&J Dark Ale, because I had a beer this morning that was a very poorly executed PB&J. I don't know if it was supposed to be PB&J, but it was not good. It was grape jam, and the logo on it looked like the Space Jam logo. I was sold from right then, because I saw someone pull out the can, and I was just like, everybody get up, time to slam now. But
Gonna slam this drink. It's made with jam now.
Oh,
Nice.
well done.
But no, it tasted like bad grapes. I don't it was not good. It did not come off like jam at all. It was just bad. But I'm glad.
Yes,
yours
Tyler.
was good.
Maine.
Also Maine. Yes, that one's a little out of the way though.
That one is in the Northeast. So if we do this Northeast tour,
It is very much north and east.
As
Of
north and
everything.
east as we can go.
Still be in the U.S.
do you all want to dive into this next beer? And then I've got something, a news story here I'd like to talk about a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. Bottoms up.
I think I'm just gonna pour mine.
What?
Unless you want it.
Four.
Yeah.
I gotta work in the morning. I can't.
Yeah. That sucks.
I have to drive tomorrow. That should count.
I don't have to work in the morning. You know how great that is? I'm going to sleep in, and if anybody wakes me up, I'll fucking kill them.
I feel like that's only sent at 1/4 of this show.
I mean, I'll try not to wake you up. Because since I'll naturally probably wake up at like 7. Okay, so the next beer, while we're pouring this here, the next one is called Mirror Pond Pale Ale. Since 1988, this refreshingly uncomplicated ale has inspired the simple moments that become extraordinary when shared. Crisp and clean, with subtle hints of caramel, Mirror Pond is a delicious, everyday ale whose straightforward single hop character and smooth maltiness combine to deliver a timeless, pale ale that's best served in the moment and paired with a few good friends. Hop varieties are Cascade, malt varieties, Pale, Carapils, Crystal, and Munich. 5% ABV, and same as the last one, 40 IBUs.
Is it just me, or is that not very pale?
I was just like, did we confuse the lager and the pale ale? Like,
Yeah.
Well, the lager should still look like it did, but
Yeah, if it's an American lager, yeah.
this kind of looks like
what gets
a lager.
me is the Crystal and Munich right beside each other. Just make me think crystal meth.
this is like those are the crystal meth of Munich, crystal and Munich hops.
There we go. So yeah, it is quite a much more golden amber kind of color. This beer has very little aroma to me.
Yeah, I couldn't get
Yeah,
much.
no, I'm not smelling anything.
Just
I
basically
thought
a
I was
little
just-
bit of.
I thought all of my nose was just dead again. So
Yeah, I'm not
I mean,
getting
that does
much.
happen.
It's a very light on
I'm-
the flavor, clean, kind of soapy that I'm getting.
Yeah. Which when I taste this as well, I get the same very light, clean finish. What I like about this is the fact that most of the time when you put crystal malt, when a brewery's putting crystal malt into a beer to add those caramelly type flavors, because caramel and crystal malt is the same thing. You get too much of it, and it has like this cloying sweetness to it. In this one, it's just a very light, easy drinking type of beer.
yeah, like I was about to say, like I took a sip of this and I was like, these have the same IBUs as the last one.
Yeah.
That lager tasted much hoppier than this pale ale.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, something definitely seems mixed up here. I don't know why. I'm getting...
I'll double check my work.
No, like it's just I
I
get.
understand. Yes.
No, this was more of a just a like, wow, that's impressive. Since it's, you know, it's one of those things that goes down with balance, I think, because I can taste some hops, but it's more in the flavor of the hops, not just the bitterness of it.
Yeah, and I'm definitely I'm getting that soap kind of quality also. Um, it's a little dry.
Mhm.
I'm not getting the caramel really at all.
No, not really. A little bit of that, and as far as the citrus flavor goes, I'm not getting much of that. I'm getting more of the floral side and not as much of the citrus from
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
Cascade.
yeah, definitely floral.
I never know how much is just me agreeing with you guys because I hear you say it, and how much is what my actual taste buds taste.
Sorry.
Because no, it's fine. Because as I was taking another sip, I was like, well, let me see. Do I taste any citrus? Now this tastes more floral. Yeah, it tastes floral. Oh crap! I don't know. I don't know if this is actually true or not.
It's the hive mind.
Definitely a thing. So thoughts on this beer?
I like this more than the last one, and I was generally favorable in the last one, but this is really solid.
I am digging this. No, it's good. I like it.
I like it better than the last one, but I don't like it.
Mm. See, I was about to break in to I can dig it, he can dig it, she can dig it, they can dig it, but no, Brittany just ruined it for me.
Sorry.
She did.
I
Good job.
Are you proud of yourself now, Brittany? You ruined my chance at more music.
I'm sorry. I don't.
So, I don't know if it still is. I like this beer. I don't know if it still is. It used to be like in the top so many best pale ales out there on the market. I think it's a really good pale ale. I think it works really well.
All right, so you were teasing us with a news story.
Yeah. So this past week, or actually, yes, this past week. Have you seen Taco Bell has announced that they are moving they had a trial of different restaurants that would serve alcohol
Oh.
in their restaurant,
The cantina.
and now
Oh, the
they're
cantina?
moving it out to multiple restaurants.
Oh yeah, the cantina in Cincinnati is hiring, if not open yet.
So right now they're opening about 150 new locations across the U.S. They'll serve beer and also frozen mixed drinks featuring tequila, rum, vodka, and whiskey.
Yep.
Nope,
I
I'm
smell
not
a
taking
Diamond
that
Club
job.
meetup because
Not doing it again.
Have you been to the Taco,
Taco
Bell
Bell
cantina
that
that
serves
sells
beer.
beer?
Have you been to the Taco Bell that serves beer? Yeah. Oh Jesus.
And in addition to Taco Bell, Chipotle is testing frozen versions of its margarita, and Shake Shack is doing a Shake Meister Ale and red and white wine.
I still haven't been to Shake Shack. That would be nice, actually.
I don't. What's a Shake Shack?
I think it's like similar to a Steak and Shake type thing.
It's like burgers and stuff.
Not steak.
I don't think
it's
we
Not
have
at least steak sandwiches.
Shake Shack, not Steak Shack. Although I'd go to the Steak
I still didn't hear the difference. All I heard was Steak Shack.
Milkshakes.
Shake Shack.
Yes.
Shake.
Okay. Literally, all I was hearing was
As
Steak
in, I'm
Shack.
going
and
to
I was like,
shank
man,
you
I
when you
want
turn
I
around."
want a steak sandwich.
We know where your
It's
mind's
not
at.
too early for a steak sandwich.
There's a Shake Shack in Lexington, actually.
I don't care.
Of course.
Menu looks good. Anyway,
Tangent.
No, I'm just teasing. By the way, I went to Beer Advocate and tried to find Deschutes on their top pale ales.
Yeah.
They have two of them listed,
Oh.
but they are the Hop Trip Harvest Ale and the Red Chair NWPA.
sure.
This one's not on that list.
Yeah.
But again,
That's fair.
this is Beer Advocate. They have.
And last time I read that, it was probably at least 3 years ago, 2 to 3 years ago. So
Yeah. There have been a lot since then.
There
Care
have
to
been a lot.
care to guess what number 1 is?
Yeah, Casey, what would number 1 be on that list?
So 3 Floyds, Zombie
No,
Dust.
no.
I thought it was just a.
It is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. not best beer in America.
Oh,
just
right.
off
Best
of
Pale Ale.
Rate Beer's
Hmm.
American Pale Ale. Sorry, Beer Advocate's American Pale Ale. Rate Beer is such a good name. But I'm just mad that I.
Yeah.
Tyler gets what I was getting at.
Oh, I knew. I as you were saying it, I was like, it's not Bell's Too Hard a Ale.
That's the best beer in the country.
It's the best beer in the country, but maybe not the best pale ale.
You know how I feel about ratings.
Man, I so need the T-shirt from iFanboy. It's just ratings. I was like, oh, I need it. Need it.
So, if you want to mention, real quick mention for the next audio episode, we will be talking about the acquisition of Clown Shoes by Harpoon, who I did not know is 100% employee owned as well. And that was a cool thing. From day one, all Clown Shoes brewing employees are full partners and got full ownership of Clown Shoes and Harpoon.
It's very much a New Belgium thing. But yeah, we'll get a little more in depth on that. So that's actually a good segue. Thank you. So, Casey, did you want to add anything else to your news thing? Or?
Oh no,
Okay.
just a discussion. Yeah.
He just had to
One
say
day.
there's the Taco Bell Cantina that serves beer, and we have one opening up in Cincinnati. Diamond Club meetup.
Find it interesting.
Maybe it's a stopping point to our trip to the our alleged trip to Columbus for BrewDog.
For the BrewDog
Yes.
hotel that has beer in the room, like taps in the room.
So, by the way, one day I want us to do a live show with, the 4 people that will watch us, but somehow rent out a Segway for it. And whenever someone says Segway, I just get on and just scoot across.
Do a lap. Time for a segue.
Literally. All right. So speaking of our next audio episode, the next audio episode is going to be posted around November 14th, and that is going to be about cider. Then our next video episode. He's like, oh, it is. The next video episode is going to be on November 18th. Another Saturday. We're on Saturdays now, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
We're going to try and stick to that because it seems to work out for us overall. You
Yeah.
can get a good drunk going at 9 p.m. on a
lends
Saturday.
to Chris not showing up to work drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really
Nice.
great for my job and for my health. Who would have thought?
My roommate asked me, he's like, "Wait, are you're doing a show tonight? Don't you usually do those?" Like, look, Chris doesn't want to go to work drunk anymore, and I support this plan.
It's a problem.
It was becoming a problem, and that's when they say you can tell you need to go to meetings. So let's just make it not a problem, and we can skip the meetings.
Goodness.
Oh.
Anyway, so that next video episode is going to be on the Flying Dog Variety Pack. So
Woo.
we did their Heat Series pack already, which was, the very unique and good.
Was dynamite!
Indeed. So this one is just a sampler pack of their stuff, and I'm pretty excited for that because that cerveza is in it, and
yeah.
we've been wanting to try that.
Yeah, I've been after that one for months, and I can't find singles of it anywhere, and I don't want to throw down for a 6er of it. So finally, it came time. We're like, no, enough time has passed. We're gonna do this variety pack.
I was kind of laughing because I looked in my case of upcoming episodes of beer, and I looked in there. I was like, "Oh, that's right. We don't have some weird 5th pack that I can just pick up all 4, put them into my cooler, and move on."
Yeah.
Also, I looked down. I was like, "Flying Dog." I'm really excited.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Flying Dog. This has been a really good year for them with us. Like every beer I've had has been kind of a knockout from them this year.
Yeah.
Like I just kind of want to look down. Like they can do no wrong, and that's when hubris gets them.
Actually, no. Okay, I'll back that up right now. The Peach Cobbler Ale. It was a lightly peached ale. There was no cobbler to be found. They just the name was all wrong. You just need to change the name, and that one's fixed because it was a fine beer.
it's. I'm trying to remember. There's an old joke me and Dad used to have about something my mother used to make. I can't remember if she tried to make a cobbler or in fact that she made something like, oh, it's this. Like, no, Mom, that's a cobbler. And I can't remember what it was now.
Some kind of pie.
All
I'm
right, never
guessing.
mind. Moving on.
Yeah.
So-
So on the schedule, just if anybody wants to check, the schedule is updated on the website now, and it's good for like quite a while.
Almost through to the end of the year.
Yeah, almost. Actually, I think it is to the end of the year.
Well-
We just don't have the New Year's Eve stuff up yet because we're still working out all the details for the Diamond Club Streamathon.
By working out all the details, she means to actually announce one of our episodes. I'm going to have to kill someone to get a hold of a bomber of CBS when it comes out.
Oh yeah.
I need to put that call out to everyone here. If you can get the Canadian breakfast stout, I will suck your dick.
There is
Glad
a
I marked
heaven.
this was as explicit.
There is a heaven for penises.
I will take you
And
there.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
This is
no.
coming up in my political run in the next 10 years.
You
Yeah.
didn't say it. Although you got us jackanapes. They're like, look who we associated with.
Exactly. So
One day, Casey's gonna run for office, and he's gonna have to disavow me, and I will understand.
No, the Halloween episode did you in. Remember, you can never run for office. They'll just pull up the Halloween episode.
you're right. You're right.
I don't know. You could
Um,
just be like Obama and be like, "Yeah, I inhaled whatever." They're bigger.
Yeah, I did. Well, yeah,
And
he
then
did inhale. He did technically inhale. He's like, yeah, fine, I did it. I was young and dumb. Here's it. We move on in life.
Yeah, like we got other
Oh.
things to worry about.
We
kids.
move on. We move to Denver.
Right.
We wake and bake. Or wake and
Best
brew.
part of waking up. How is
Next
that
beer.
not well?
What got into my head earlier?
Lawsuits.
It was like, if Folgers is the best part of waking up in your life, then you've done some things wrong.
All right.
Oh.
So on to the fresh squeezed
Let's get some
IPA.
fresh squeezed in here.
Tyler, I've inhaled.
Is that another podcast?
I may have just ruined my keyboard. I don't know. We're gonna find out in a minute.
Oh dear.
I think it's legal in Maine now, isn't it?
No, is it?
I should know.
Look, even if they don't make it legal to inhale, to inhale here, why don't they just make it legal to grow here?
Hmm.
I thought so.
Not that
I'm
we
no,
have.
I'm no 420 apologist, but I was pretty sure that I knew my states.
Fresh
um,
squeezed.
So, fresh squeezed IPA, one of the better things I think that comes out of Deschutes. So,
Not the Abyss?
this
You don't like it?
mouth-wateringly delicious IPA gets its flavor from a heavy helping of Citra and Mosaic hops.
Yeah,
Don't worry, no fruit was harmed in the making of this beer. Oh, good.
That doesn't make me. That doesn't.
I like
bode
when you
well.
say that, and then Brittany sticks her nose in there, and she's like, "You said, oh, the citrus and fruit hops." And she's like, "Yeah, it does."
A juicy citrus and grapefruit flavor profile, as if fresh Citra and Mosaic hops were squeezed straight into the bottle. Hop varieties are Citra, of course, Mosaic and Nugget. Malt varieties are Pale, Crystal, and Munich. ABV comes in at 6.4% with 60 IBUs.
Okay, so
So, real quick, before we get too much into this beer, because I just finished pouring it, I spent at least 30 seconds impressed by the path of a bottle cap that flew off as it bounced off a used glass, and then like into my beer cooler. And I'm just like, holy crap! Am I
Well done.
fucking magic?
Good shot. I get on the nose cat pee.
You can cat pee?
Yeah.
I get
Well,
cat
I
pee.
mean, Casey's pretty acquainted with that, except when it launches into space.
With your little cosmonauts. But
Oh, yes, yeah.
I'm not
Luckily we do.
I was like,
I'm
trust
not
me,
either.
someone's gonna get this. It's probably not gonna be Casey.
I was just gonna say, like, I wanted to comment on the aroma immediately because I'm like, this is like somebody put mandarin, orange, tangerine, and grapefruit juice in one thing,
That's what my
and
cats
it's
smell
all like wonderful.
But what have you been feeding your cats?
I was gonna say no. You know what his cats smell like? Allergens.
Weight loss food and tuna.
And tuna.
Yeah. They need. No offense, man. Your cats are fat.
Yeah.
They're obese. They
Fair.
eat their fillings.
They have their fillings and some of everyone else's. Like they're a lot of treats. A lot of treats in that house.
Yeah,
But they're
a
adorable.
lot of
They're
treats.
fat, adorable cats.
That is a juicy IPA.
It is
It is.
tasty. Like, I would go ahead and put this up there with, it's a little more bitter, but I would put it with like Citradelic. So if you're wanting to push IPAs onto somebody, this
Yeah.
might be a good bridge beer. Like this, I think it'd be a good way
Yeah.
to introduce people to the bitterness and what, some of the juiciness you can get from an IPA.
I don't know about this is definitely if you want to introduce them to juiciness. My thought of like trying to get them into IPAs would either be Citradelic or the 90-minute IPA, which is remarkably balanced.
I would go Citradelic or the Big Easy from Abita.
Mm.
Ooh, Big
Also good.
Easy. It's 5%, 5 point something percent.
It
I
was
think.
very
Yeah.
sessionable.
I would use
Isn't it
the
a session IPA?
120-minute IPA from Dogfish Head. Just go ahead and throw them in the deep end. It's sink or swim.
Good luck.
So one of my coworkers, he's fairly new to the job. He looked at me today. We were talking about beer, and he went, yesterday. He was talking about the beer, and he was just like, "Yeah, I just don't have a flavor for IPAs." Like, you know what you should do? Start a beer podcast.
You'll develop it
Guarantee
really
you,
fast.
within 1 year, you're gonna be drinking IPAs left and right.
It'll turn
Like
right
it's
around.
Your job.
We turned around and made Jim so proud when he was just like, "How can you guys talk that way about IPAs?" And now I'm like, "Give me the hoppiest thing you have. I need it." And Brittany's literally taking like dried hop nuggets and shoving them in her mouth and chewing on them.
Look, okay, that was. I regret that. I was very drunk.
Which she looked in
I
horror.
wasn't that drunk.
So
I
no,
still
it was-
regret that.
It was fantastic. The new video that Sierra Nevada put out for Celebration Ale for this year, and it's playing Christmas music, and they're like dancing around like they're playing in snow, but they're like in giant piles of hops. And she was like, "Oh God, don't let any get in your mouth!" Like she's like yelling to warn them.
Yeah.
That'll
Oh,
do.
I still remember that taste. It's bad.
It smells so good.
It does.
Like my mouth just dries out thinking about it. You know what I need? I need some more of this beer.
Oh,
You do.
yes.
In
I-
fact, I'm
I-
going to pour the rest of this bottle because I think this next topic that I really want to discuss. Tell me if you all have got something that you want to go into.
No.
but I
You
gotta
roll with
Okay,
it.
cool.
I'll top off too.
So
Have you met me? I'm not prepared for anything.
it's not too late or too early to go ahead and start talking about beers and Thanksgiving.
No, it's not.
No, I'm
Beers
completely
giving.
prepared. Like the exact quantity of beers and which beers I'm going to be purchasing between now and December 2nd is set in stone. Because
So I've got
of
I've
these
got an
beers,
article here pulled from the New York Times, and you want to go through here and look at what they're suggesting and then see what you've got on your list?
all right, let's go for it.
All right. So they're saying for snacks and appetizers, like pre-meal beers, they say go for dry, grassy European style hops.
1 second.
With
Tyler warning, do not eat a hop torpedo.
Noted.
You're not my real dad. You can't tell me what to do.
No,
So,
we do not we do not shy away from the microphones for the burps. You get in there and you make us
I am
proud.
quite-
I was
today.
ready right when the intro started to get kind of like, all right, I got a good one. I feel it. Oh, never mind.
They suggest something in the 4 to 5.5% ABV range. Looking for something that is like a golden lager with a sharp flavor to it. Probably something close to maybe a Pilsner or a Helles or a Dunkel or maybe even a light Saison is what they're kind of suggesting for
Makes a lot of
snacks and
sense.
Oh, by the way, I heard Dunkel, and I just immediately think of they did the Modern Rogue on
German beer. Oh, we still haven't
German
seen it.
beers.
Yeah.
and they're talking about some of this, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. That's not quite.
Damn beerists moving in on our turf.
I mean, okay, fine.
There's only
They do a
room
good
for
job.
one beer show in Diamond Club, and I'll stab them.
No, there's room. There's room for multiple.
Coming for you, Rubio.
Beer shows.
only if they restream us.
Yeah.
So whenever they move on to the turkey and sides, they actually suggest going in with what?
That's
Just
like a euphemism,
The
right?
turkey insides sounds like it's like this far from being a Dave Matthews Band song.
That's my
they
Dave
suggest
Matthews
going
cover
with
band.
big
The
bottles.
turkey insides.
It's my Thanksgiving themed Dave Matthews cover band.
There we go. There it is.
Oh.
They suggest going with big bottles, the 750s, and buying like 2 different styles, and then put them on the table and let guests kind of pour it for themselves and let them try around without overwhelming them with options. They get an opportunity to kind of pick a few different things, whatever they want. Maybe go with a light bright and then a dark earthier type flavor, and that way you can kind of go maybe. They suggest it's sort of like the light meat and the dark meat of the turkey.
Oh.
So maybe something on the ends of maybe a heavier saison, a Weizenbach, or a Belgian double would go well. And then on the dessert side,
Stouts.
they say avoid beer that's too desserty, so
Oh.
nothing overly sweet. You kind of want like a black coffee with sugar sort of flavor to it. So you want something that's got some body, some heft, some bitterness, but then also just a slight bit of sweetness to balance it out. So they suggest going with like the Imperial Stout side. And in fact, they mention Oscar Blues 1050 and Evil Twin Even More Jesus as being 2 beers to maybe go with dessert.
That makes sense a lot.
I could see that. So that's the whole list.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the 3 different areas
Styles
that you
more
would
than
serve
Yeah.
beer.
So, my plans for Thanksgiving, all these beers are already purchased, so it doesn't matter what the list says. This is what's happening. For a nice starter beer, I am packing a lot of local stuff, BT dubs on this. A lot of it Mad Tree. So I was gonna bring Pilgrim, which is I think it's single hop. It's not single hop, but they're using the Pilgrim hops with a light cranberry and vanilla added. And then I'm bringing in the last canning run ever of Pumpkin, which looking forward to a nice spiced pumpkin beer to go with Thanksgiving dinner.
You want the complimentary flavor with the pumpkin pie, or do you want?
No, I want the spice with dinner.
Yeah, the actual
Oh.
dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, and then for dessert, we're gonna finish it all off with a bang with the Backwoods Bastard.
That kind of falls right in line. When you said Pilgrim, I really went directly to Pilgrim's Dole.
No. If you want Pilgrim from Mad Tree.
Although the talk of the Saison being a good option, like that really makes me want to get that Firestone Walker Opal again. That was a really good Saison. Like
Yeah.
to do that.
So, all I can think of when I hear that is like, oh, that sounds great. Thanksgiving's going to be a very dry affair.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it will.
It's a lot of sweet tea and
Tyler
And water,
making an
that's it.
astute observation. Braxton has not been mentioned in a minute. But they will shortly because Dark Charge Day is coming up December 2nd when we go and spend the entire day down at Braxton.
And freeze to death.
so. Oh, by the way, our talk of doing a Bourbon County sort of thing. I do have to work that morning at 9:30.
9:30. They
which,
open at
which
9.
I could theoretically get back there in time.
If you're front of the
Or-
line,
Or I talked to one of my coworkers about switching shifts, trying to instead of leaving early that day, coming in late.
Ooh.
So we'll let you know.
okay.
There'll be some people there, but maybe I'll get there.
There may be some kind of live stream on Black Friday morning from the beer line. Who knows?
That's the plan, because I can't stand in line that long and not get bored. I'll have the Switch if nothing else.
I'm bringing beer this time. I mean, you're just gonna have to get over it. That's what you do in a beer line is you drink. Legality doesn't
Whatever.
matter. It's keeping the peace. It's keeping everyone orderly and together.
Right. I can't wait until we see, half the beer line for, these beers and liquors get taken off for PIs or whatever
Oh yeah.
prior to 9 o'clock.
I'm really surprised they haven't yet. like
Oh, well.
um
I want to say move on to the next one, but I still haven't finished this one yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to polish
So
it
I'm gonna have
off.
to take a minute or
It's
two.
well, it's definitely
We got like at least another 5 minutes. So
it's definitely more bitter. So it's not as like you can't just go on this one. And
Yeah.
60 IBUs, but still, I feel like there's much more of a bitter aftertaste on this one.
I need a chemist to explain to me the chemical connection between beer and refried beans right now.
So it doesn't take a chemist to
what's-
tell you what's going on in my stomach and why I almost shit my pants. It was a race.
All right, I'm game.
It was a race from Dave and Buster's back here. So it was like, well, we're sitting there playing skee ball after I ate like this whole big Nashville hot chicken platter and then started eating the finger foods that were at the birthday party free. And then they gave us the game cards. I'm like, oh, let's go play some skee ball. And then forgetting the motion you're doing for skee ball, constantly bending over and leaning in. Lean back, bend over and lean in. And then suddenly my stomach's like, no, you did not want to do this. And it's like, oh. And I'm like, well, we need to go sit up for the show anyway. I was like, and I also think I'm going to shit my pants. So we need to go.
I can't, brother, unrelated to pants shitting, I can't hear Tennessee style hot spicy chicken without like just feeling like the sides of my mouth catch fire.
Oh, it's so
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad stuff.
I mean, it's delicious, but it's so hot.
So if anyone's actually wondering, I made it home.
Mission accomplished.
Send the
Send
troops,
the troops home.
That's exactly what. So I texted it to Ian. I got home. And I was like, whoo, we just had a close one. Send the troops home. And he sends me the gif of Bush on the aircraft carrier with the mission accomplished banner. And I was like, no, yeah, that was the feeling. I walked out of the bathroom and announced it to Brittany. I was like, we made it. It's okay. It's okay. It happens to all of us. I'll say it publicly. We all also pee in the shower, and some people need to get over it and admit it.
Not once.
Not even once.
Don't you lie to me. You're gonna be
I
like,
won't. And
you're
I
gonna be like
haven't.
other people we know who are like, no,
You know-
never peed in the shower. It's like, what are you talking about? Everybody's peed in the shower.
You know what I've done instead? Walked out of the shower, dripping wet, butt ass naked, and gone pissed.
Why?
Because my brain just thinks, nope, this water goes into that container rather than this one.
The Me Too
I'm a
to
crazy
Tyler.
person. It's fine.
Tyler, are you saying you too get out of the shower to pee, or are you saying
Or
you also
you
almost
too
shit your
have
pants?
peed in the shower.
There's a lot of things there.
Or both.
I mean, yeah, it could be out both ends. Dealer's choice, really.
Ah,
So Brittany may have just ruined her keyboard as well.
shut up.
Oh,
Crap.
Crap. All right, let's get a rinse and probably move on to, is it our final beer?
slow down here.
Yeah,
Whoa,
I'm trying.
whoa, come on, get through it.
definitely gonna need some water. All of these have been quite bitter so far.
Really cloying. Like they are hanging on the palate, coating the mouth.
Ugh.
Hoppa.
Hoppa!
Yeah, I just can't get that bitter taste out of my mouth. You're not cool unless you pee in the shower, says Tyler.
Exactly. All the
I don't
coolest
claim to
kids
be
are doing
cool.
it.
I claim to be a paranoid neurotic. It's not cool.
All right, who's gonna grab this one?
Probably me.
yeah.
Grab it, run with it.
This is the black butte.
Butte,
I don't know how to say that.
Is it Butte?
Black butt.
Butte, Butte.
Black Butte
Casey's
Porter,
saying
right? Okay. A rich and creamy mouthfeel complements this a layered depth, revealing distinctive chocolate and coffee. Coffee notes. Full of flavor yet easy to drink. Real quick, I'm gonna do a little smell before I start talking about everything else.
Oh, it looks so good.
Oh, that's dark.
Oh yeah, that's what Daddy likes.
Shut up.
Oh.
So we are
Mm.
breaking glass against metal doors. Hop varieties: Cascade, Bravo, and Tettnang. Malt varieties: Pale, Carapils, Chocolate, Crystal, and Wheat. ABV about 5.2%, and IBU 30.
I have to admit, I've never had this one. That is delightfully smoky.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
Doesn't taste like ham at all.
this would have worked for the last audio episode. You
I
should have
was
gone
looking
with the
through-
baby Schlager. That's what you should have gone with.
No. Just out of principle.
Did we
If
talk
anyone
about what
did
that
not,
label?
if anyone watching this has not seen, has not listened to the last audio episode we did smoked beer, which generally I'm okay with. The against the grain bourbon barrel smoked ale tastes like ham. I need to make sure more people are aware of this. It
It's a problem.
tastes like ham.
I mean, it's a balanced part of any Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know what the problem
How do you
is.
spell Schlager?
That I don't want to drink
English.
ham.
She's trying to find the label for the baby Schlager now.
How
It's
do you
2
spell it?
words. You had it spelled right.
No, it's not coming up.
Did you? Because Schlager is not an easy word to spell.
No.
Right
And
there.
also, like, a really mean word when you're drunk.
A little bit. You passed over it already.
I mean, I see the one picture, but it's not very good.
And scroll down.
Ah,
There you go.
there it is.
So anyone who wants to see what is quite possibly the most suggestive beer label ever,
Oh, that's what you were trying to get me to. Oh, that's right.
the baby Schlager.
Das, baby. Schlager.
Oh, man. So I showed it to a coworker, and he looked at it and was like, Is that what I think it is? Yeah. Yeah, it is like a baby's arm holding an apple. Yeah, there we go. Against the Grain really knows how to do a label.
I don't know. It made me not buy it.
And then you have the worm
Yeah.
coming out of the apple. And I just noticed the tattoo, like,
Yeah.
incision line that says ouch.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
God. All right.
Yeah.
That's enough of the baby Schlager.
Oh.
So, thoughts about the black butt porter? Does it taste like
It's,
butt?
No.
It's pretty good. It's a really dark, chocolatey, coffee style beer.
It's very
but,
chocolatey. It's really sweet.
like dark chocolate.
Yeah. I mean, the
Yeah.
smokiness is pretty nice. I wish I had
I'm
known
not-
it was. This is the first time I've
I'm
ever
not
had
getting
it.
smoke. I'm getting roast.
Roasted malt.
Yeah.
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 I'm getting roasted malt, chocolate, and like a really sweet finish. Like a sticky sweet finish. That.
Yeah.
And then. I don't know. This is my favorite of the whole pack. Because porter, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. It's really good. It might be my number 2.
Well, that's very yeah.
Really?
You guys like the other ones a lot, so this is definitely my number 1 though.
Certainly a good palate cleanser after chugging the fresh squeezed.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that porter, that nice roasted porter. It's a good palate cleanser.
Everything else was just so
as
bitter.
it is the definition of cloying.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
All right, so I think you brought it up there, Justin. How would you rate them? What order? Order them. Order them.
Who
Order-
me? I couldn't hear you. There was a burp.
No, order them. Order them.
Again, me? Okay, sure.
Yes.
I would probably go. Trying to decide. I'd probably go with the fresh squeezed, the black Butte Porter, beating just barely the pale ale, and then the lager would be number 4.
Casey.
I don't necessarily feel like I could order these, but I could give you a situation where each one could be first.
sure.
Spoken like a
Pacific
politician.
Lager, summer beer for me, or outdoors yard work type beer. Mere Pond can be somewhere in between like fall, winter, somewhere in that range. But it's something that you drink indoors, after a long day. It's not going to actually get you too drunk, but it's just a good beer. Fresh squeezed is definitely something if I'm sitting down to have a beer, not more than one, but a beer. It's got a lot of good flavors to it. And I think I would want to be. I told you I cannot be a politician, Tyler.
We've ruined
it cannot happen because of the Halloween episode. And then the porter, I mean, it's a really well-made beer. I'm usually not too hung up on drinking porters a lot, but that beer specifically, I could probably have just about any cold evening.
Yeah. Very good winter beer.
Wife unit?
Where the porters are. I want to
No, can we say my favorite tweet?
Drinking.
My favorite tweet of the weekend was Felicia Day posting the gif of that. It was just like at BlizzCon. It was like, I want to be where the people are.
My rating is literally the backward order from where we had them. Like the porter, then the fresh squeezed, then the like literally the reverse order of the order that we had them in. I did not like the first one. The second one was fine. There was something off-putting about both of those for me. The fresh squeeze was really great, and the porter's my favorite. Just, yeah.
So for me, I have to say the exact same thing that she said, only I don't really have a lot negative about these. I like them all, but it would be a descending order. So we started with my least favorite of the pack and moved forward, but I still think they were all good, all solid. Like I would overall
all kind of in agreement that the lager was maybe the weakest of these.
I don't know, Jay.
Hey, don't know, Jay.
Teaching moment. An A with umlauts in German is pronounced as a long A, as in day.
Oh.
So
Schläger.
Schläger.
So Schläger
Schläger.
is pronounced
Schläger.
Schläger.
Okay.
Schläger.
You can't tell that
Sorry,
I've
I
had
hadn't
4 years
read
of German.
far enough on to see how he said to pronounce it.
Schläger.
Is that
Alright.
a Goldschläger?
Goldschläger.
That sounds way better anyway.
But yeah.
Honestly, Schlager just sounds like you're already drunk. So, yeah.
All right. Going around the room, I'm going to say I like it. It's good. Buy it. And this pack is pretty much everywhere. Tyler, do you all have it?
No, he said that.
No, he
don't-
doesn't. They don't.
How? What the hell do you all have? I know you have New Belgium now. What besides that?
Well, okay, Del Noche may not have it either because he was talking about how New Mexico just has like nothing.
Kent, do you all have Deschutes out there? Or Deladders?
Thank you.
I know, we knew you were in pain, Bob.
It's been hurting me every time we say the word.
He came a little when I said it. He's like,
Not a little. Ropes.
So, New Mexico supposedly does have it.
Okay. It's close enough to... Wait. Yeah, Deschutes is Colorado, isn't it?
come visit.
Come visit. You'll find out.
Oregon. Bend, Oregon.
Oh, okay. I see. On our trip, I couldn't remember which one, which city we went to go to there. So, okay. Well, that's a little farther out. But
Got to go to their tap room in Portland, Oregon, yeah.
yeah,
So
they're
you're looking at Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, North Carolina, North Dakota,
Singing.
Ohio. Not South Dakota, but North Dakota.
Someone
It's
just
probably down.
pull
Okay.
up the
Ohio.
Yakko.
And Namibia, Afghanistan,
those little
Pakistan.
countries.
Did you
so-
see him?
Hello.
No, did you see the updated version they did on Nerdist?
Yeah. With Rob Paulson.
And he just does it off the top of his head. I'm just like, oh my god, this man is amazing.
Oh,
But I haven't
Thank you,
found
Del
a
Noche.
ladder spelling.
Kent, you have done me a great boon this day.
We're not really sure about the spelling either. It's actually a question of the universe.
Look, we'll be sure of the spelling when we start our own brewery, and we name it this.
When we hold Casey down and force him to start a brewery, it will be Deladders.
Oh, it has to be.
But we're
And
still
his first
infinitely...
beer will be never mind. We can't use our first beer. Someone else already has Amber Alert.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's messed up.
Yeah.
First of all,
So
It is messed up in multiple ways.
our crowning achievement of this episode was that in promotion of this episode, we got Deschutes to like a tweet in which we mention the ladders.
So I couldn't see who it was that liked it until Tyler mentioned it, and I was like, "Oh my god, yes, yes!"
They have to get that. Like, they have to get it sometimes.
Their
not just from us,
corporate
like-
rival. Yes, they have to get it. They're across the street from them and mooning them every morning. They come into work and there's a pressed ham across the street.
I really wish one of us was an artist and we could just draw this so badly. So badly.
Unfortunately, none of us have any real talent.
No.
Wait, no, that's just me.
I don't know. You should have heard my dealings with Photoshop have not been that great lately.
You can help us become artists very soon. Or you can help us commission Lynn a lot more often. You know, one way or the other, we can get it done.
We're just
There
going to
you
keep
go.
paying Lynn.
Does Scott do commissions?
Yeah.
Yeah,
His
actually,
are-
so.
His are probably a lot more shits. Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know how much Scott would charge. That makes me nervous.
Sorry, I thought you said Deschutes. I was like, no, that's a third brewery.
No,
Also,
that's,
no,
that Kent's was saying that
that's
shits.
not a brewery. That's a state of denial.
that's a Chinese buffet.
Kent, did you miss my almost shitting pants story? Because I almost shit my pants. We've had an eventful evening in this house.
That's pretty much the story. It's
It's actually
We went to Dave and
Cliff
Buster's,
Notes.
left really early because I was about to shit my pants, which I didn't share with her until like we're waiting for the check. I'm like, I'm about to shit my pants if she doesn't
Nah.
get back soon.
No, at skee ball, you were like, oh God, we have to go.
Oh yeah. Either way, we
I like
made it.
this.
Everything's good. It's fine. It's fine. We made it.
things good, but nothing matters.
Okay,
Ratings.
what would you guys recommend? Buy this pack or no?
I would say buy.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this is a good pack to stock your fridge with.
At the very least, it gives you I would imagine a decent sampling of Deschutes Brewery.
Good style sample. This is a good like pre-social function pack to buy. Like
Yeah.
get a couple of these and you've hit everybody's taste.
That's
Yeah.
true.
No, this is great. Now, as far as saying, oh, this is a good sampling of Deschutes, I don't think that. This is a lot of good base beers. But-
I'm saying, like, base stuff from them that you can find at a lot of places.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will go with that.
I don't.
Also, my camera fell, and I just realized I'm staring at the wrong space this whole episode.
It's all good. We're just looking everywhere.
Yeah, I'm looking all over the place.
I personally, I wasn't as much of a fan of this pack because of those two beers, but why are you pushing me? Aw. He's mad that
Aw.
I didn't like the pack. He's like pushing me to the side.
No more porter for you. It's mine.
Whoa. But no, I wouldn't buy it, but that's my personal preference. So
I wouldn't buy it, but I wouldn't say no if someone else had bought it.
well,
Oh,
but
you,
like
you would sit in your spa appointment getting a shoulder massage while you get your hair cut, which you walked in
By
and
the
said,
way, let's all take a second to. We should have really done this at the start of the show, but welcome Veronica Belmont
yes,
to
yes,
the show.
special guest.
it's not even like
She walked into that salon and said, "I'll take the Belmont, please."
they would have been so confused.
And then immediately she could double jump. I don't know what happened.
Destroyer of worlds.
Destroyer of worlds.
Yeah, no, I just I do agree with you guys though on the it's a good pack for an occasion, like if you're going to a party or you're going to bring these beers to someone else to get them to try. That makes complete sense. As is personally, I just wasn't a fan of the lager and the pale ale for whatever reason. Something about it was weird. So, yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Now I know who I need to
What
take
camera are
care
you
of
using?
and get out of my life.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Just kidding.
Del Noche,
You're gonna have a lot of
question for
trouble
you,
with that, Casey. We've become inextricably interwoven, and we are one big mess.
That's
It's the way it seems to go.
not wrong.
What kind of camera are you using, Casey? Del Noche is asking.
Let's talk about that in post. Let's
Oh,
go ahead.
fine.
I
Good,
It's,
well-
it's exactly 10.
Oh,
Oh, well, we're
Fine.
gonna transition out like that. Okay, fine. No, it's fine.
It is fine. So Casey,
So I am using the Logitech 750 webcam, I think it
Son
is.
of a bitch! I gave
But
you
before
one
that, I
segue.
think
I gave you one throw, and you just shat on it.
I'll talk after.
He's got.
All right, so you can subscribe and get some great resources at haveadrinkshow.com. Follow us at Have a Drink Show on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and please rate the show on iTunes to help spread the word. Also, as you see right here on Twitch, there's a like button. Go ahead and like us, and that way you know when we go live every single time. Hopefully,
I believe it's follow, and
Follow?
follows are
Is it?
free.
Whatever it is.
Follows
There's a heart or a
are
thumbs
free.
up. Just grab it somewhere.
Touch my heart, rub my heart, because my heart's a piece of shit. You got to touch. If you don't hit those heart buttons, it won't keep my heart going. I will die.
We may die.
flatliners. So go ahead and hit that follow button so you know that whenever we go online, you're going to be there too.
All right, and don't forget you can tell us your favorite drink, ask a question, or just leave some general feedback. You can use that at feedback@haveadrinkshow.com. You can also use the feedback page on the website.
Yes, and all joking and fun aside, guys, please drink responsibly. Hey, I got home before I almost shit my pants. And you can too.
You can too. Uncle Beer wants you.
All right. Check us out in another couple of weeks for a next video episode, just like this one, and then in another week for our educational focused audio only episodes. Once again, I'm Brittany Lee Walker.
I'm Deladders.
I'm Christopher Walker.
And I'm Casey Price. We'll see you next time.
Post show.
Bye, guys. Pose.
Bye.
Have a bathroom break.
Oh. Take a minute. Oh, I can't get up.
Run. Run with there's still time.
Oh, God.
Who's going to go pee in the shower?
Quick to the shower.
If we had better, like, fun episode names, that would totally be the name of the episode.
Pee in the shower?
In the
Yeah,
shower.
just
I
peeing in
mean,
the
Brittany,
shower.
you have that power. You can do that.
You know what? It's
That'd be
enough
cool.
just to get all the other stuff set
You
up.
can literally do that. It's what you do.
If I only had a beer podcast.
If
If
only
I
I had-
only had a beer cast.
If only
Yeah,
I
da,
had...
da, 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 da.
Oh, thanks, Kent. I was really
Thank you.
worried about this one, actually, because, I don't know, it was so out of my hands, like it usually is.
Wherever the podcasts are downloaded. I guess that's true.
Um,
I'm sorry. I'm like looking at the chat part that we missed. That's what I'm trying to hit the sound thing. Thank you, Del Noche.
So, yeah, big thanks to Casey for throwing the doc together for us. Days, he's already, like, he just jumped. He was like, hey, guys, do you want some help with these docs? And we're like, sure. And then he's got, like, the next 2 weeks already done. And we're like, we usually, like, scramble it together, you know, an hour before a show. And now
In
it's all, like,
fairness,
researched there and done. I'm like, well
Fairness,
done.
He's smarter than me, so he can probably do it, like, without thinking.
I don't know about that. I just have a very specific set of tools and knowledge.
No, you have a very specific set of skills. That's how you word that.
Brittany,
Hi.
on the site, our tiny URL may have tiny.cc may have expired for iTunes subscribe.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Okay. I will look into that.
Damn!
I gotta finish editing the new Twitch banner stuff anyway. Probably tomorrow. So or later on. I don't know. So I'll fix that. And then is the Pocket Cast one working or?
It is.
Okay. So that's
Yes,
weird
it
about
is.
the iTunes.
And the RSS from the Pocket Cast link appears to work.
Huh.
And the iTunes link from the Pocket Cast link seems to work. So it's just that one.
I still can't get over,
Odd.
like, when I look down at pictures of, the picture of me on video, I'm like, man, this shirt really reads kind of more blue than it does purple.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it
purple
does.
to me.
That
Pretty-
looks blue.
Pretty purple AF on ours.
Oh, okay.
I'm burning up.
It may
Jeez.
depend on how much light I actually put on it. How about?
Okay.
Hold on.
I slipped into something a
Adjusting
little
to
more
new
comfortable.
mouse. There we go. How about now?
Still looks purple to me.
Purple.
Although
Okay. Okay.
Chad's
You
saying
all are
blue.
all purple. I say blue.
Maybe I just want to see purple all the time.
Maybe you do, Miss Purple Lady.
Oh, I'll slip into a little more chest hair. How about that?
No,
Let me
no,
just
the ladies
slip
can't
into
take
a
it.
Sweater.
The ladies can't take if I undo this next button and be like my dad.
The ladies, or you know,
The lady.
Kent, Tyler, and Brian. Not from Denver.
Oh,
Brian. not
are you
from
trying to
Denver.
appeal to more ladies on the internet? Like, why don't you calm it down over there?
Oh boy.
Goodness.
No,
Man,
I slipped into another beer already. 20 pounds of pumpkin.
Let me just say the pale underneath that chest hair is mighty blinding, even with the filter on top.
That
Even
can't be
compared to
helped.
me.
Yeah, are you
Yeah.
like my palest is still more tan than her.
Yeah.
Whoa. Button up. I don't like buttons. It like comes around my fat neck and then I can't breathe.
You try wearing a tie to work every day.
Ugh.
You
Ugh.
poor man.
I do.
And also, I've
coat
forgotten
or
how to
tie.
they at least as of now have said I don't have to wear the jacket, but I still have to have the tie, except
Yeah.
on Fridays and weekends.
Oh, that's nice at least.
I'm turned on, Chris.
Oh yeah. I have that effect on men specifically, which is why
Just-
I'm not,
It's really a
Just
curse.
men and Brittany.
I'm not
Well-
allowed to go to the bear bar. Maybe I want to go and have a nice gentleman buy me some drinks sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that.
Which is a no nip policy.
Well, we never got to nips, did we? I don't think you could see them through all the hair. I think we're good.
Wait, is it no nips at all, or is it male nips are cool but female nips are not?
I
think
feel like
no
it's easier
nips.
just to say no nips
Yeah.
than it is to say
And then you,
to be
you have
gender
to
specific.
right. Then you have to wonder about like trans and how do they judge at what point they say no nips?
So
No
then it's just
nips.
easier to
So
say
no nips at all.
No, none at all.
Just don't do nips.
For a minute, pardon my nerd showing, I thought he said trams, and I was like, the deep home tram that takes you from
Right, obviously.
Iron
we-
Forge to.
Want to nerd out? Can we just be amazed that we're getting vanilla servers on WoW?
Man, me and Case were talking about this earlier today about how yes, we want to do this,
Did you get
And also-
rock hard like I did?
and also like as we play through, we're gonna be like, man, you know, they made a lot of quality of life improvements.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
You know what was
wondering what
great?
it's
Flying mounts were great.
I'm wondering what it's gonna look like, cause like, are they gonna? I'm assuming it's gonna be like at least the today's graphics with this just the vanilla content, or I don't know.
They're going to bring basically it's going to be vanilla as it was back then exactly.
Oh,
The only thing is that vanilla cannot run on these modern systems and can't run on modern operating systems. So that they're actually updating the back end so that we can basically just run the original game.
got it. Wow. I mean, I'm still interested to try it because I started at a Burning Crusade, so
I was gonna say, well, I mean, at least you saw some of vanilla because
Yeah.
it doesn't
I was-
exist in world anymore.
right. Yeah, I was there. I was pre-Cataclysm. I at least got in for all that. Like Baron's chat and the whole nine. You know, like
God,
I know.
Some of the
I haven't,
first
heard, I haven't heard a Chuck Norris joke in years.
some of the first T-shirts Jinx ever sold were the ones that were just like Baron's chat. Just had the map up. I was like, oh,
Will there be a Baron's chat?
yeah,
Here's
there
the other
will.
question.
Has to be.
Here's the
I-
other question:
I'll man it.
Will bears find you in the Barrens?
I don't think there were bears in the Barrens, were there?
I mean, me and Matt were killed by bears in the Barrens.
They'll
They may
chase
have
you out
followed
of,
us
like,
from
Ashenvale.
but they
Yeah.
got there.
I'm excited for that. I'm so hyped about BlizzCon, guys. Like I'm just I'm excited. Everybody was just like surprised AF about the Hearthstone expansion. I'm excited about
Kobolds
sad
from
when
left field. No one saw it coming.
no.
I'm going to be really sad when my big priest deck I've been running with goes away because I use it to annoy people and to run the ladder.
Yeah.
I won't be able to run my Jade Druid anymore.
No.
Good.
One of we saw a card reveal earlier, and one of it was a 10 cost, 10 mana.
It's a 10/10 for 10 that is destroy your opponent's deck.
Literally, that's the battle cry.
The battle cry, destroy your opponent. It's like, what?
We were like, yes.
Wow.
What the hell?
What does this do? But no, I'm excited for all of it. My wallpaper on the computer now is the official wallpaper of Battle for Azeroth, the new WoW expansion. We got to play for like the first bit of Legion. I haven't done anything else on there because we haven't had time to get on. But like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Do we have a Belgian beer show planned for foreseeable future? I don't have that chat up. Also, Casey, I see what you're doing.
The Belgian beer show.
We
Yes,
actually
hold on.
we're doing a deep dive that Justin is currently researching, and we are going to be getting into some very traditional beers.
That is on. So that's going to be an audio episode.
Maybe a few, depends on what research yields.
Right.
Hopefully.
So
Depends on how long it takes me to make an episode.
yeah, so right now it's scheduled to be posted around December 12th. That's on the website right now. I'm literally like looking at the website right now. So haveadrinkshow.com for the schedule. But if anything happens, like getting in the way of planning that, then we can move the date or whatever.
So yeah, we're turning Justin loose on Trappist beers, and we're going to give Trappist beers the Ken Burns treatment.
I don't know. You're overhyping it. I don't think I've got that much in
Casey
me.
got it right with Prohibition. How many hours did it take Ken Burns to do Prohibition, and how many did it take us?
There was a lot of drinking though. Tyler,
Look,
yeah.
we can't do any more than a 2-part episode. That's a new rule. Because once we hit 3, shit gets bad.
It
That's
gets
true. You can
great.
tell in that 4th episode,
So no, when we do this
Wait,
one,
We didn't have a 4th episode.
Three-parters.
didn't we?
You can do 3-parters. We just can't do 3-parters recorded in the same day.
no, we have to do that, and we have to stream the entire session, like the whole, because it'll take us like 5 hours to record it all, and we need people to be able to watch that mess unravel and realize that Brittany saved that 3rd episode from Prohibition in editing because we were all hammered.
Brittany is the real hero of that story. Because, I mean, stuff got weird.
Okay, Del Noche said he's got to send something to us, and he wants us to open it for the pre-show of that particular episode. But see, that won't be a video episode, so how do we do that? I mean,
Oh,
we'll still
It will
have
be
reactions.
because we're going to start doing pre-show.
We're going to start streaming
doing
the...
video
That's
for
true.
everything, audio and everything.
Yeah.
So everyone
okay.
who's interested in that, coming up shortly, maybe by the next one, we don't know entirely yet.
Yeah.
It'll probably be at this same time, this same location. We're going to start streaming the recording of the audio episodes so you can see the raw version, and then you can go back and listen to after Brittany's had time to edit and see what she
Get
does.
to hear all the scooters drive by Bob's window.
All the scooters, all the false starts, everything that we fuck up. When
I don't know
when
about
something
you guys, but
when someone
they
brings
call
up
me One Take Casey.
when great points are made
That's what old
late,
Jack Warner used to call him.
I was really proud of myself on editing on the last episode. I don't know if anybody has listened to it, but there was a part that was moved entirely from one section that to the beginning, and I was like, "Oh,
Well,
good job."
I'll have to
Our
go back and
general
listen.
distaste for actually hearing our own voices does keep us from actually listening to.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yes,
Del
that is.
Noche, that is kind of the plan. That's why we're
Yeah.
trying to do stuff.
I don't
Here
know
and
what
there.
you're talking about. No, we are by far and away nowhere near affiliated.
We have like what 5 followers, so that's gonna take a minute. But we
Well,
at least want
the
to start.
If we go weekly and up our streaming and up everything, that'll help out on that end.
Right, and also it's just gonna be nice to be on to be able to tell people we are on this regular schedule, this day a week,
Right.
this time, blah, blah,
Saturday at 9, you can find us here doing
9
something.
o'clock on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Eastern.
Drinking something, talking about something.
9 o'clock on Saturdays, Casey.
I said, wasn't it?
You said 10.
blah. I thought he said 9.
I heard 10.
okay.
9.
Maybe
You're
I'm
having
having
a
a
stroke.
stroke. I don't know.
Do you
8.
smell toast? Bob's like, I smell toasted malt. Oh my god. I'm done.
I smell
That's
toasted
toasted
malt.
malt. It's the same thing.
Phenols and esters. Phenols and esters.
There you go.
Stream 7 times in a month. Yeah, we're actually working on the details for that. Since the goal is to get I don't know, more expansive on Twitch, and then we're still working on the whole Patreon thing as far as getting that figured out
Wait.
by, New Year's Eve.
So much like what Bob heard with the 10 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock, I just heard you say Patreon, which totally makes me want a
Pastry?
pastry-based streaming network.
I'm down.
That's-
I'm down.
That's our bonus content.
Pastries.
Have a pastry.
Yeah, what? Have a who now?
I just thought
Pastry.
our marijuana podcast could be Have a Puff.
We've actually done the
Have a toke. Have a toke.
We would have to shoot that episode in Colorado.
Yeah.
We've done the Diamond Time thing like once, I think.
Once
Yeah.
because I'm a lazy asshole who forgets to do things.
No, because
Pasty
Good lord. Yeah, but Bob's the one who does the Diamond Time stuff because he's the one who's actually in Diamond Club chat.
I haven't been in like a month, and I feel bad.
Well, because it's a whole
Because-
different atmosphere now.
Well, it's also like I haven't had time lately. I get home from work and like I eat and then I I read like 4 or 5 minutes and then fall asleep.
That's our life.
I don't know if y'all are purposefully twisting it to pasty on, but no, it was pastry on, like
I mean,
pastries.
we're just going in all
pasty
different
off.
directions now.
Pasty off, yeah.
The pastry can act as a pasty.
No nips. No nips on the stream.
Well, no, it covers it up, obviously.
I was looking, and apparently,
Just shy of nips.
What?
Don't worry. Casey.
It's like, what's happening?
So I was looking, and apparently, as of November last year, nips are okay.
Oh, we're going nips okay. All right.
Don't encourage him.
I'm just saying that appeared to be the way the
Ooh,
news
we're
story
getting-
read.
Awful
Stop.
low here.
Stop it.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my God.
My chest is just too pale.
I like you can white balance off of my chest, except for the hair. So maybe more off my side.
That's the thing. We couldn't actually do anything like too risque because it would just be white light. Like
It'd just be blinding.
New show idea: Chris's hairy nip pasty on. Oh, all I'm thinking about is the removal from that.
Oh,
and
God.
that hurts me.
No. No pasties.
I really want it to be where Chris rips the pasties off his hairy chest.
it'd be like on the 40-year-old virgin thing where he gets
No.
his chest wax.
No, as a victim of this, because in college she waxed
Oh.
my back, and I have permanent bald spots. So my back is just as hairy as my chest. That's the non-sexy part of it. But she tried to
I know
wax
that
it
feel.
in college, and I have permanent, just like from 40-year-old virgin, big
It's like
permanent
right here.
bald spots in the shape of the wax, because it just ripped it all out. Oh God, and it bled and everything just like that.
Oh,
Oh God.
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly
You
Clarkson!
just sucked on Overwatch bad.
What?
I
Like
mean,
the other
you're
team.
Casey's been playing Overwatch this whole time.
I'm not surprised. If my
the
computer
start of
could
the show.
handle that, oh my god.
All right, I will be right back.
Casey, did you see the new Overwatch hero?
What's up?
The new Overwatch hero?
Oh yeah, I'm interested to see how it plays. kinda
And you know what? I was
the
like,
idea.
that name was on our girls' name list for the baby
No, it can't
names.
be.
And I'm like, well, shit.
No, it's
It
still,
wasn't a top contender. I mean,
It's still a great name because she'd be named after Moira McTaggart. A lot of the baby names came
Big
from
Dagger,
X-Men.
what?
Moira was the name.
yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear the
But
second part of
McTaggart,
that.
like the character from X-Men.
Oh, okay.
I'm still just excited on Overwatch about Blizzard World because I'm like, if they don't get in touch with Universal Studios like next year, I want this like zooming through the park and like the little arcade thing, and then I was like, why don't we have this? Why am I not at Blizzard World right now? My
I
God.
did see a couple of those. I saw where you were playing Soldier. I didn't think it was embarrassing. You did okay. I may stream after this. I may stream an hour or so of Overwatch.
I
So-
still need to get that game. I'm hoping it goes on sale again before the end of the year.
You
But
still haven't bought Overwatch.
no, because when the sale happened when it was half off, I was
Yeah.
like, it was right around the time when all the bills are due, and I was just broke, so I was
It
like, I
was-
couldn't justify it.
It was have a place to sleep or play Overwatch.
Yeah. But I really
Well-
wanted to do the half off thing again before the end of the year. I hope it does, because I still really want to buy it. Even though I suck at the game, like the few times I've gotten to play it, it's always been on the free to play weekends. And like, oh my god, I got better at Sombra last time. She's still one of my favorites.
I have a lot of
Um,
fun with just the arcade modes, like the Junkenstein's Revenge. I had a ton of fun with that.
I really would like for them to have a
Drink.
PVE.
Sorry, I came back and I
Or
just heard
don't
have
make it.
a, and I was like, no, perfect time. Say drink.
PVE. Didn't they do that?
I missed.
I mean,
what's going on.
Junkenstein's Revenge was an
Oh, okay.
arcade mode. It was you're
Oh,
just-
to have a PVE mode
Yeah.
of Overwatch.
Overwatch. Yep. And this tracer's eating my lunch.
that's what you do.
Oh man.
I'm also excited about the Heroes of the Storm stuff, except I still never play that game.
Nope.
I suck so bad at that game.
Like I generally like the idea of it, but it's just not a thing I can enjoy.
I think the skins are fantastic. Like everything about it seems great, and I'm just awful. Like, and I've never played and not had like shitty people in the chat or whatever. So I don't know.
Mute the chat.
I know, but no, I just thought the Alex Straza thing was like really awesome that she's coming to the Nexus.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, BlizzCon.
They
I
beat
was-
our team with 4 minutes and 53 seconds left on their clock.
I was so excited. They were tweeting out the picture earlier, and I was like, because before this, I was like, oh, are they on the same panel? Because we've been watching, because we watch Day 9 like all the time, and Day 9 and Garrett from Angry Chicken,
We're sitting next to each
we're
other.
sitting next to each other on the same panel at BlizzCon, like a main panel, and I was like, holy crap, you
And
guys!
After seeing like all of Frog Pants was there, I was like, just get Day 9 to meet Scott so we can get Day 9 onto the morning stream, damn it.
If I just want Day 9 on Angry Chicken,
I want him on anything.
yeah.
No, Angry Chicken is fine how it is. They don't.
He's too charismatic. Like he would bring he's just happy about everything. He would get on, there's nothing to be angry about to him. Like he's just like, oh, it's Hearthstone, it's amazing.
They're not always angry. Jocelyn's
They're not
never
all
that
angry, except apparently about Arena, and they're not the ones angry about it.
Well, they always get angry about tournament mode, and it should be a thing. But yeah, no. Also, if nobody's seen Day 9's playthrough of the new Mario game, please God, go watch it.
I still
Really?
need to watch that.
It's so funny. And because he's just like, this is sheer joy. He's like, this is,
It's joy in a video game.
oh, it makes me really want the Switch and that game specifically. But he's like,
So it's a good game.
But
Everybody's giving it like 10 out of 10s and saying like it's the best game ever created. Zelda was a much better game, I think, than
I mean,
Mario was.
it may be the best version of like that
Probably the best
standard
Mario.
platformer.
There are no platformers
Maybe,
right
if that's
now.
the ca- Yeah, if you use that as a rule, I feel
I
like
mean,
the
if you're
bosses are
rating
just
something like as
too-
a 10, it should be in its specific category.
bosses are too similar to each other. Basically, it's like when you played Mario. I don't know, probably Super Mario Brothers. Is that the one?
So you're telling me you hit them 3 times to the thing you found in their dungeon, and then
Yes. Well, no, not even the thing you found. You just jump on their head 3 times, and that's it.
it's
Yeah.
Mario. You jump on heads.
I mean, it's like 3 times, and then that's the end of that.
Yes,
that
because Mario and Zelda are ruled by the rule of 3.
But it's
You
great to
do a
watch.
thing 3 times, and you survive, and you move on to the next dungeon.
Fangirl. I see people I know. Yeah.
This is an old Nintendo trope.
I think because the bosses aren't really the main thing.
It's the level. It's the hunt
not.
for the moon.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
the
level.
point. So Day 9 made it his quest in all his the streaming that he did of the game to be like, oh, we're getting all these moons,
All the
and like
power
he's
moons.
so it's really the exploration and the like really jacked up nature of that game.
It's great when he's like, no, Nintendo. He's like, I'd love to have been in these meetings where people were pitching these things. And it has people like throwing out regular video game pitches, like regular ideas. They're all just like, sure, yeah, great, but it's overdone, it's crap. And someone's like, what if you gather moons? They're like, interesting thought. Go on.
Well, I mean,
Like-
you had galaxies, and then you had stars before. So why not stars and moons?
Yeah. Well, then, and of course, like you can go between 2D and 3D. You become an effing dinosaur, and
With
then,
the
I love the
mustache.
2D and 3D aspect. I think that is amazing. I think it's a great usage of the Switch and
yeah,
kind of playing homage.
like the
Still
gameplay
really
is
disturbed
nice.
by the idea of there being regular shaped people in Mario's world.
So
It's
no,
so weird.
the best thing I think about the whole game is watching when you throw your hat and take over stuff. It immediately grows a mustache.
Yeah,
like that's
every
like a tail. The T-Rex. It's like a big, lifelike T-Rex. You throw the hat on it, suddenly it grows a gigantic mustache. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, that's the best thing about the game is I can be a T-Rex with a giant mustache, just fucking the world up.
When do we get to see a sports team that is sponsored by a video game company, and they're
When?
like the Houston Marios?
You're
That's
gonna
not
see
how
the
you. That's not how you
opposite.
name teams.
I mean, you have
No,
Overwatch
but I
League
mean,
now.
Like you got the Astros and you know the Cowboys or whatever, but
No, you've got the opposite. Didn't a bunch of NFL owners bought Overwatch League teams?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's there. It's gonna happen in reverse order, but that
Yeah, I
shit's
was gonna
coming.
say again, you don't name teams for the franchise that sponsors them. Like, you know, we don't have, you know, the California Doritos playing against the Cleveland.
They just get their name on the building.
No one would buy Cleveland. They would still be the Browns.
They're the
Cleveland
Browns.
Steelers.
It's the Browns.
They'll just be the shit stains eventually.
The Goombas.
Like eventually, when it becomes Idiocracy, they'll just be the Cleveland shit stains. Like that'll just be.
And that's the thing. Like I feel like Idiocracy is probably on point. It may not happen in the next few years. Like I don't know what the time frame is for Idiocracy, but I think it's going to happen.
Within the next 10 years. I call it.
Prondo, it's what plants crave.
Yes. No, favorite part of that whole movie is when she tricks the dude into giving her the money near the beginning, and she looks down at it and goes, "God damn, shit's changed."
That's 10 years. I'm telling you.
I mean, late stage capitalism. It's a good Reddit page.
Del Noche, yes. I'm sorry. On chat, it is crazy to be part of. We don't really feel like we're part of this, to be fair, but on the Diamond Club and Frog Bands community, we love Nerdtacular. We wish it would go on. We haven't gotten to a lot of Diamond Club things, but
We want to.
I don't think
Because-
aside
well,
from
it's because South by Southwest is expensive,
yes,
as is, and Dragon Con. Like, I have my own issues with Dragon Con.
I've
and I
heard
don't wanna
horror
go-
stories
close.
about Dragon Con. Like that makes me scared.
Dragon Con, I'd love to go for, like, to see and be with everyone. I will not fundamentally put money towards that event. I know
yeah,
where it came
I have-
from. I know those people still get a percentage of the cut, so I will not put my dollars into it.
That's kind of
So
my
what's the
problem.
deal behind that?
It was founded by pedophiles.
Oh,
That's what I was trying to avoid.
and they used to
Just put 'em on
use
blast.
Dragon Con to host like weird shit like that, like illegal shit, and then they got all shut down and people went to jail.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
and
that. Like
it's
it was
all
like
cleaned up. Like that
behind
doesn't
the-
happen anymore.
Behind the covers
Yeah.
type thing.
It's not the same. I mean, it's not.
It's completely not the same, but those people still own it.
Well, like they are the way the contracts are made, they still get revenue from it. Is the way it would be.
Can't you like call it something other than Dragon Con?
Not and still get people to show up to it probably.
I've never
Del
heard of
Noche,
it.
I've never gone to Dragon Con.
Tyler, breaking news.
I'd still like to go to PAX. You guys have at least been to PAX. Like, I would like to go to PAX, but like Diamond Club and
There's
Frog
a-
Pants don't
okay.
go there.
Brittany, there's a PAX Unplugged in
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, the jury's
It's-
going to.
In Philly.
It's board games.
Yeah.
I came real close to buying tickets this year because I was like, I mean, that's doable.
Dude, I don't.
Gen Con is really
I don't even
doable
know.
for us next year because
Yeah.
that's Indianapolis.
We
It's
should
like
go to
2
Gen
hours
Con.
up the friggin' road.
We really should go to Gen Con.
And Hot Beverages was trying to get us to go. I can't. We had.
Is
we had
that
all
Gen
kinds of-
Con that's up there?
Huh?
Yeah, Gen Con's in Indy.
Where's Dragon Con?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Okay, yes, Gen Con's the one that I was thinking about going to.
Yeah. Gen Con's not. Because Gen Con's just.
Tabletop gaming.
Yeah. God, I haven't talked to Emily in a million years. I feel bad. Well, like, okay, like maybe a
I
month.
try to talk to her when I see stuff on Twitter, and
Yeah.
but that's generally how I talk to people.
Well, we
I
haven't
see
gotten to
something
get
on
together
Twitter or
with.
Facebook and go, do.
Because she said she suggested bringing over Momo at some point, and I was like, yes, but I just don't know. Like, our schedules suck.
I need Momo time. Momo is love. Momo is life.
How come I always get the crappy teams?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought you were gonna
Karma?
berate us about cats, like some kind of
It's
cat
karma.
shaming.
I've done a lot of bad things, as mentioned in the Halloween episode.
Because we come over and snuggle your cats, and then want to secretly snuggle other cats.
Cheating on other cats with their snuggles.
That they know.
Yeah, you don't live down the street anymore. That's true.
Oh my!
Yeah.
And she
Good.
officially moved?
No.
Is that-
No.
Oh, okay, that's right. But
Oh,
you
was the
guys
best
don't
of us.
live as close anymore. Yeah.
Um,
Sorry,
Yeah,
brain is dumb.
we were a lot. Well, no, we were a lot closer. Now it's definitely a little bit of a thing. But the last time we saw her was what? When? Gosh, I don't even know. When she came over to get the stuff from Nerdtacular. Good lord.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the last time I saw her was Nerdtacular, but
She came to get the ruin 'em.
That was like a month after.
the ruin
Nerdtacular.
which cracked me up when we took it out of the bag from the flight, and it's like the cork had moved.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh God, no! I don't need the ruin 'em loose in my bag. The wild fermented ale is
Yeah.
fine. Everything smells funky as hell. We do not need that ruin 'em loose."
Oh my goodness! That was like pure bad liquor.
But I keep getting shot down, so you may notice between me and Brittany is a little barrel. That is an unused charred
That we-
white oak barrel from Buffalo Trace.
that we forgot to bring to the. to
That
the
we forgot to
dinner.
bring to.
We're bringing it home at Thanksgiving.
Okay,
We are going to find a way to season it,
I've got stuff.
and we are going to end up with a rum barrel, I believe. And I've
Yes.
had the idea we're going to dump a beer in that, and we're going to age a beer in
Oh,
that.
thank God, Del Noche. I was really afraid we were the only ones that hated it.
Oh, it's absolutely
It's-
awful.
It
was
It's
nail
the
polish.
worst
That's
alcoholic beverage
my
ever.
idea to improve it is after we age, okay, we'll make rum in that barrel. Then we will put a beer in there, so we have
You'll-
a
you'll
rum
make-
barrel aged
you'll
beer.
make- For legal reasons, we'll make beer aged in a rum barrel, not rum.
Yes. And then we are going to, my thought is if we can procure a bottle or two of Ruinum, I know they still float about in quantity, do some rum beer barrel aged Ruinum, and then it'll
No.
be so
How you
terrible.
ruin your barrel.
What?
That's where it gets its name. It ruins them. It ruins
I
whatever.
have a
it
better
turns
idea.
into.
I've got a better idea. It is. I have a Ruinum sticker. We'll just slap it onto a bottle of
Rum
something
ham.
better.
Rum ham. Yes, that's what we're going for.
No, not rum ham. I
Oh,
don't
in
want to
doing
drink ham.
in doing research for our episode on ciders, there are some ciders that have ham flavors.
Why?
Which ones? Justin
It's,
needs it. He needs it.
I like
It's
ham.
not necessarily
I don't want to
good.
drink it.
It's not necessarily a good flavor, but there are some phenols that come from yeast, and those have ham flavors to them.
Why do you do that to the boy? He's just a boy.
The boy.
Yeah, no.
You're just throwing these words that do things to him.
I don't.
What happened?
I don't know what I'm drinking for that episode because like we haven't really looked at ciders in quite some time.
You act like I drink to style. I'm gonna look in the fridge and there's gonna be something I want and I'm gonna grab it.
Well, I'm gonna drink to style.
I mean, that would be better for my fridge size because I can't buy just one beer. I have to buy a whole create your own 6-pack.
Oh, you can't get
But-
singles?
I probably could, but
Where's the fun in that?
for myself, I can't.
No, it's not the
Really?
store won't let him. It's an OCD thing. It's like when you start putting the pack together, you can't just get like 3 beers. You're like, shit, I gotta fill this thing out.
There's like 2 10-year-olds on this game right now, and I really want to like ruin their lives and tell them
Let them
that-
know that every dream they ever had will fall away to the wayside and they'll die alone.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going with this.
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
Ruin them aged beer. Ugh.
That's what I want to get to. I want to have that. I want to show up at the next Nerdtacular because it will happen again with Ruin 'em aged beer, and people go,
We
"What?"
show up
And then
at
they
South
have
by
it and
Southwest
immediately
one time
throw
with
up.
Ruin 'em aged beer.
I would love.
maybe
for
it should be a
Nerdtacular to happen
sour.
again.
Oh,
No.
I don't know.
maybe that's a Patreon goal.
Yes.
So,
Ruin 'em
Hobbs,
aged
are you
beer.
going to listen live to the cider episode next week?
Are we gonna do that one live?
Why
Are
not?
we doing audio episodes live now?
We can.
I mean, hell, yeah.
That's the goal.
What's the motto here? F it, let's do it live.
Fuck
No.
it, let's do it. We're doing it live.
live.
No, our motto is follow your heart.
Yeah.
Oh, your heart is right.
The coat of arms for the show is have a drink, and at the bottom, hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find a translation for this because it needs to be in Latin.
Yeah. So that goes back to our old
Los Cardios.
No,
low cardio. Yeah, no, that's right. Nail on the head.
Every Latin thing, it always reminds me of Addams Family movie.
Oh.
I've got the sticker of it now, but I can't remember the full Latin phrase because Latin, but like it just means the thing where it means we gladly feast on those who would subdue us.
oh yeah.
The family
By
motto.
the way, hold on, let me hear this. Okay, so I'm curious now about. So we're okay. I'm gonna do 2 things. One, I'm gonna see how this sounds first because I'm gonna paste this and see how close to English this gets.
And now I have to go look it up.
Okay.
Ah.
Pedicabo erat facesens et viet.
Google
Sure.
translate that shit. Play it.
Yeah, no, I did.
Oh.
That's how I got there.
Y'all.
Also, I want to hear what Google Translate says for "fuck it, we're doing it live." Oh my
Shouldn't
God,
that all be
this is-
one
that is
motto?
amazing.
It's fuck it, we're doing it
Brittany.
live. Follow your heart.
Brittany, I need you to, because I don't know how you end up sharing this stuff. I need you to look up "fuck it, we're doing it live" at Google Translate, and then A, hit that when it's in Latin, and B, hit that when it's in English, like the audio.
Okay.
It's
so
immediately doing French, which is nice.
Man, okay. I felt a little bad
playing.
because we did the intro one time in French, and I felt less bad because I gave it to Brittany, who was like, "All right, fine. I am actually just gonna hit play and let this thing go."
All right, so here it is
I did.
in Latin: Sequere animum tum.
It's
Follow
This is
your
not
heart.
what Google tells me.
No,
but
That is
that's
it's
not
fine.
exactly not what.
Here,
Oh, for follow your
Play it.
wait, it's not playing.
Why isn't it playing?
Can you guys hear it?
Nope.
I'm panicked.
Not a thing.
What's going on?
Stop it.
I like that it immediately asks you, "How satisfied are you with Google Translate?"
Not
It's
at
like,
all right now.
Right now, not very
Yeah.
satisfied.
Is the volume up?
So tomb must be heart. Tuum.
Like, we literally don't have that at all, Casey.
No, we're looking at fuck it. We're doing it live.
It's not playing. I wonder why. The hell?
Oh.
Oh, I'm an idiot. That's why.
Unmute the tab. Now play it.
Yeah. Let's try this again, kids.
Pedicabo erant facem se avivet.
Cormium.
Yeah.
Pedicabo erant facem se avivet.
That's fuck it.
Now-
We're doing it live in Latin.
Now play that in English because I want you to hear.
Fuck it, we're doing it alive.
Doing it alive.
Fuck it, we're doing it alive.
Oh my goodness.
She's
what
not
have I
wrong.
got myself into?
Pedicabo erant facem se avivet.
Today I learned.
Every time it plays through, I can see the listener base going down by one.
Okay, let's follow your heart here.
Sequiere animum.
Still around?
Sequere animum tuum.
Doom.
Query animum tum.
Follow your
Technically-
heart.
Follow your heart.
Technically, grammatically, if you're doing follow your heart,
Heart follows
follow.
you.
Yeah, because Latin they didn't have punctuation, so follow
Subject
should be
was
the
last.
last word in the thing, but
Oh.
it's not. It's not how Google translates it.
Gotcha.
So
We're just like really getting weird on this show.
Yeah.
eh. Oh, it's like we've been drinking and have access to the internet.
Right?
By the way, Ali Spagnola's songs popping into your Google playlist, wonderful things.
Oh, so at this point, this isn't on. This won't be up on YouTube, will it?
Yes. Unless you go
You
stop
continue
the
to record
YouTube.
this?
Go stop the YouTube.
I'll have to stop the stream entirely.
We don't edit those. Like we just hit stop, and then YouTube's like, "Hey, it's done. It's up. There you go."
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
so
Never
she has
mind
to go.
Never mind then. Casey has some small idea of a political career in the future.
then. No, I was like, oh, I can actually. Hold on.
After show equal no rules. It does when YouTube says, "Hey, because you played this song, we're putting ads on this shit now." So you don't get revenue for. We don't get revenue for shit.
We don't. Maybe one day. Maybe January 1st.
No.
no,
What's he
no,
doing?
no, no,
I don't
Is
know
it
what
playing
he's
on your old
doing.
end?
Talking
Yes.
loudly.
Wait.
Very loud noises. Okay, it's fine.
Loud noises!
Hear that?
No.
Good. Okay, I pulled it back to where it was just pre-send and pre-aux in that way.
No, I know who has my vote for 2020, and it's our friend Ian. We just have to get him on the ballot. He will be a glorious dictator.
Liver in every house.
Liver in every pot. He will rule with an iron fist. Concentration camps will be coming back, but for a good reason.
That reason being people dressing as time travelers or in period inaccurate costumes at Renaissance festivals.
Yes.
Tyler.
This is what we've decided on. You just go around. Look, you can wear regular clothes at Renaissance festivals, or you can dress to period. But if you dress as the Doctor, camps.
Oh, well.
Or if you're the landing party from Star Trek, no, out.
Camps.
Or fairies.
camps.
No, I
Yeah.
think fairies are all right.
Anti-fairy.
What?
for a Renaissance fair.
Now and I say concentrate. We're not gassing them. We're not killing
don't-
them. We're
don't-
just putting a concentration of them into one camp.
So,
So
and let me just say, the words Bob says are not my words. I neither confirm nor deny. I certainly do not approve this message.
Price Fraser ticket.
Apparently not.
Nope.
Yeah,
No.
apparently not. It's a balanced ticket. They'll keep each other in check.
It's Price Fraser ticket.
Berries like the ship.
All
No,
I can see
berries as
there
in wings.
is the idea of like oh, this is what your vice president would be saying. Nope.
I mean, to
Nope.
be perfectly
Not voting
honest,
for that guy.
we don't have to worry about that anymore. Trump has kind of paved the way for anybody.
No, we're not. We're not political. We're not political. Shutting it down. Shutting it down. Shut it down.
What a good time to end the pre-show.
Oh, 30 Rock.
What a good time to end this, because we've been drinking and things are trying to get political.
Yeah, that might be for the best.
All right, guys. We're gonna jump off here because we have been babbling way too long.
Yeah, when we have the details finalized, if we're doing the audio live, we will definitely be posting about that. So stay tuned.
That's something we do.
Eventually. I don't know if we're doing it next week, but probably.
We can. Yeah.
A discussion needs to be had.
Have a politic.
Ugh.
But we had that over pizza.
Yeah.
But okay.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll hopefully see you all next Saturday at 9.
All right. Or some Saturday night.